Hello and welcome back, adventurers. It's been a while since my last video, because I've been a busy boy. Between writing, building battle sets, building sets, making clips, running social media, and DMing for our actual play D&D show over at twitch.tv/Arcanarama. There's a link in the description if you want to go give us a follow. I've been doing lots of world building and behind the scenes prep for some new shows coming to twitch.tv/Arcanarama. Link in the description, give us a follow. I also drew 3 of the 4 Pokemon fusions in this video live at twitch.tv/Arcanarama. So give us a follow to be notified when we go live if you want to catch any of these drawings in real time and chat with me while I make them, and potentially even steer the direction of some of the drawings. Come for the drawing, stay for the best D&D persistent campaign show filmed in a living room that's been converted into a studio. We're live with a homebrew D&D campaign every Saturday and art streams throughout the week, with much more to come. But you can do all that stuff after you like this video and subscribe to Fantasy Forge. But enough talk. It's time to dive headfirst back into the grimdark Pokemon fantasy world with another episode of D&D Pokemon Fusions. Let's draw. First up is number 15, the Carrion Crawler, being combined with Alakazam, a cave-dwelling worm monster and a psychic spoon-wielding mustachioed individual. I'll be honest, the chat of the Twitch channel really steered this one in a particular direction, and I couldn't be happier. Abs all the way down, tons of humanoid arms, and sensual lips became the centipede of any JoJo fan's dreams. After the meteorite hit, a number of atrocities were exposed in Kanto. One notable example is the human and Pokemon experimentation taking place in Saffron City. Gym leader Sabrina's subordinates, ever desperate to please their leader by honing psychic abilities in humans, jumped at the opportunity to control the strange, aberrant effects of the meteorite. Their experiments took a turn, combining humans and Pokemon into a single being, a human that could evolve and grow in power, just like Pokemon do. A solution was made by mixing material from the meteorite with cells from a Caterpie and an Alakazam. The solution was then injected into a volunteer participant. The reaction, in terms of searching for power, was successful. Too successful. The search for power quickly grew out of hand, and when the laboratories fell, so too did Saffron City. Up next is number 70, Kobolds, being mixed with Voltorb. Nice. It's a literal Dragon Ball. Drawing this little monster was super fun. It really opened my eyes to the fact that simple shapes can be very effective, which is something that I'll definitely keep in mind for drawings moving forward. Shape language is important and effective. The aberrant nature of the meteorite threw the ecosystem of the Kanto region into disarray. While mutations abound in humans and Pokemon alike, the veils to other worlds began to lift and mesh as well. One particular example of this was the hellish transformation at the power plant. Witnesses say that the Pokemon feeding on the electrical energy of the plant began to evolve with strange mutations. Voltorbs became fully red, sometimes sprouting horns and eventually wings, tails, and arms. These new fiendish Pokemon could focus the innate self-destructive power of the Voltorb outward, creating radioactive bursts of energy from their mouths, leaving themselves unscathed. It wasn't long before these fiendish orbs emanated enough radiation to make the power plant uninhabitable. If, for some godforsaken reason, you find yourself in need of visiting the power plant, don't forget your Geiger counter, adventurer, and don't stay long. Next on the fusion block is number 79. Methods. Being fused with Machoke. A muscle elemental that is small but swole. Let's do it. Despite exhaustive research, the strange effects of the mists brought about by the meteorite remain a mystery. We do know, however, that the effects are not only limited to the living. The flesh and muscle of fighting types' bodies that have been exposed to the mists for prolonged periods have been known to, on occasion, animate themselves into multiple smaller beings. These horrifying winged lumps of pure muscle become incredibly territorial, forming packs consisting of those that grew from the same bodies. Flexels, as they've come to be known, settle disputes with displays of flexing and posing that almost always devolve into full-on fistfights. If you find yourself face-to-face with a flexel, it's best to make yourself as small as possible and back away slowly, if you value keeping your teeth. Last and most certainly not the least, we have number 74, the Gray Render. The unfortunate Pokemon being fused with the muscle for brains is Clefairy. It's been some time since we've created a beefy pink monster. I don't know if you're still keeping up with the series, Luke, but if you are, this one's for you. There are many theories as to the origins of the meteorite. Some say it was just a chance, unlucky happening, brought on by the chaos of the universe. Others propose that the meteorite came from the same mysterious corner of space as the theorized origin of Clefairy. After seeing the effects of the mists on the Clefairy, however, some speculate that the meteorite may have been exactly what the Pokémon were fleeing from when they crashed upon our world. One witness described an evolution ceremony that took place shortly after the meteorite landed. The Clefairy gathered in their cave, performing the ritual with song and dance, but the moonstone had been corrupted by the meteorite. Instead of evolving into a Clefable, the Clefairy began to swell and bulge. Bones cracked and twisted as the malformed beast let out a horrid roar. The witness also noted that, though they were quick to flee at the sight, it appeared that the other Clefairy taking part in the ritual began to show signs of evolution as well. Since this encounter, no travelers dare take that deadly route. We don't go to Mount Moon. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had as much fun with this episode as I did creating it. There are more D&D Pokemon fusions to come in the future, so be sure to subscribe and click the bell to be notified when episodes are uploaded. In the meantime, you can check out my other videos where I build battle sets for D&D, film sets for D&D, discuss world building how-tos, D&D stories, animatics, dice making, and much, much more. Again, if you want to watch me draw live, catch me on Tuesdays or Wednesdays with Arcanarama on twitch.tv/Arcanarama. Follow the link in the description and click the heart to give us a follow. It's free and you'll be notified whenever we go live. And of course, don't forget to like this video if you liked it and subscribe to Fantasy Forge. I'll see all of you in the next video, but until then, stay safe out there, adventurers.